about some great movies already, guys? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I want to call up the directors for some of the movies we just saw here: Life Insurance, High Testosterone Cowboy Shootout, Flighty, and Beholder. So if you guys can just join me up here in some of these seats. Unfortunately, our director of all things Bohemian could not be here, but she said her heart is saddened, so she was thinking about you guys. All right. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick little Q&A, long enough to answer some questions, short enough to leave you wanting some more. So first up, I just want everyone to go down the line. Go down the line, introduce your name and the film that you directed.
Hi, I'm Gavan. I directed Life Insurance.
Hi, I'm Giovanni, and I directed Flighty.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and I directed High Testosterone Cowboy Shootout.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and I directed The Beholders.
Yes, give a round of applause. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, I just want you guys to each talk a little bit about why you decided to make this film. All right, you don't gotta, it doesn't have to be anything too deep. You just tell a little bit, leave them wanting some more, so they talk a little more about it later with you guys, all right?
So for Life Insurance, I honestly originally wrote it as an actor, like just to film something with my friends, but somebody I'd worked on a project with before read the script and was like, "Oh, we should actually make this," and I was like, sure." So then I like expanded the script a bit to fit the upgraded equipment we had, and yeah, it was a very whirlwind experience, but it was very fun.
For me, I was going to school in New Orleans, and I did not like it at all. So I dropped out of that school and came home. I'm from Jersey, and I started living in Jersey, and I was like, all right, I guess I just got to start being an adult now. And that was like rough. I was like, just everything was just piling on and on and on. And then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of losing it. I need to just like do something or I'm gonna go crazy. So I took what I was feeling and turned it into a story, and it helped me to understand my situation better, maybe. I don't know. But that's pretty much it.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Such a cool event. I'm so excited to be with such talented filmmakers. And I was inspired to make this film because, I went to Binghamton where, the film program was rooted in a lot of experimental filmmaking. And I always kind of saw that as like my home. And post grad, I was making a lot of like narrative film, working on a lot of other people's narrative films. And so I wanted to make something that kind of combined the things I loved about like narrative work, while also like bringing in a little bit of my experimental style. So I wanted to make something that was just like the perfect 50-50 split of the two. And that's how this film came to be.
I've been working on Beholders for about 5 years now. It's something that I was always passionate about, animation, and like especially kids animation was something that always really excited me. So I wanted to make something that was fun and also just like a little bit of a promo for the full series. So that is what Beholders was.
Great answers, guys. Okay, so something fun. Tell me what would you say you're the most proud of in your film? Maybe it's a scene, maybe it's a shot. What aspect of it do you think came out exactly how you imagined it in your head?
I would say personally, our actress who played the woman in the house before, she had never cut vegetables before. So I'm very proud that she didn't cut herself.
Uh, for me, I don't really know. I mean, I kind of had a solid vision going in, and the execution was fine, or good. Sorry, I'm losing it. I need a Celsius. I I was happy with my editing. Like, I feel like my editing style is a bit distinct, and I think like even the montagey bit at the end where she's like folding up everything and stuff. Like I was like, I'm gonna speed this up here and slow it down here, and I think it came out pretty cool. So I was pretty happy with being like, oh wait, I'm actually kind of good at this now. Yeah, that's me.
I guess me, it'll probably be one of my first times working with a composer because I feel like I'm very much like a do-it-yourself kind of gal. Like I just want to do everything on my own and not rely on other people. But I really wanted to challenge myself with this one to kind of, have other people I can rely on. And I've just gotten offers over the years for people to like compose things for me, and I'd always kind of turn them down. But I kind of met someone at a improv convention who like offered to just do it for me, and I took him up on it, and I loved what he sent me, and we only did a couple passes, and I thought it sounded great.
For me, like one of my favorite things was getting the character designs like together. That was amazing. And then what really brought it together for me was my amazing voice actors who both of them are here right now and they are both amazing. So I need to thank Cami and Mike for helping me out on this.
All right, so we have time for about one more question. So I just want to say, if like your film, what do you think if you were trying to, what do you think your message was or the imposing idea that you were trying to leave with the audience today?
So I think for life insurance, one thing that I thought a lot about while writing it was just the idea of mortality. The line about a death certificate costing money was literally from my friend's dad passing away and talking about like all the process that she had to go through with it. So I kind of had the two sets of characters as, one set of living your life and not really worrying about all the things that can happen to you, and the other side of literally worrying about everything that could possibly happen. So just the idea of how you should live your life, I guess.
For Flighty, I think it has like a weird kind of spiritual thing for me. I feel like a lot of the times I've like gone through stuff, I've like looked for answers unconventional ways, just kind of like asking the universe for answers and stuff. And you always see things in weird ways. It's like a theme I've been seeing in my life where like I'm not even joking. I've been getting answers from birds. It's like recently. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's like reflecting on this. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I made this, and now I'm like, I got to a film festival at the Fringe Fest in Scotland. So I'm going to Scotland. And it's kind of cool. So look to the universe for answers, and it'll give it to you. But it might not be in English.
I love that. For me, it's just a film about being a girl. I mean, that's what I tell everyone when they ask me about it. It's interpretive, and I feel like it's one of those things where I almost don't want to give an answer because I feel like it's one of those things where I wanted to leave it on a question. And I know that's like the most unsatisfying answer ever, but I kind of wanted it to spark frustration in people and for people to walk away feeling very confused and annoyed.
For me, Beholders as like a whole series together, of course we didn't see all of it, but it's about finding yourself and being okay with who you are. There's a lot of mystery in it. It's supposed to be like very fun, very on the surface, very kids show-esque, but it's really, really deep under the surface with a lot of hidden messages and mystery behind it. So I think the overall story is really just accepting yourself and figuring out who you are in a bunch of different settings.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming up here. Thank you for submitting your films. We're all so proud of you, and I know the audience is overwhelmed. You've heard the reactions. Keep giving reactions. It fuels future. All right, so thank you to our directors. We're about to resume our films. We have a lot of more great films to come, so stay tuned. So thank you to our directors, and we'll get started right away. Right? that we have here? All right, so with us up here, we have Kevin Mia, the director of Woods. We have Derek Dafe, director of Strategy. And lastly but not least, we have Aiden Service, director of Lavender. All right, so we're going to follow the same format that we followed while we were inside of the theater. We're going to keep it short and sweet so you guys can still have time to talk to all the directors, actors, and browse all of the tables that we have. All right, so first things first, we're going to pass the mic down after I ask the question, but let's start with what inspired you guys to make the movie that you showed tonight?
My film was a lot. So what inspired me? I guess the queer experiences inspired me. It inspired me to make it. The queer experience inspired me to make it. There's a lot of disconnect between queer people and their families and how they feel just certain ways towards queer people, and I kind of just wanted to address that in this very specific way.
Very good. Thank you, everybody, for coming. What inspired me to make this film? I wanted to laugh. That's it. But then, basically, I've been growing in the art form when it comes to just filmmaking, and I just wanted to go in a different genre. And my grandfather, he played scratch offs a lot, so I usually just go with a topic, and I try to write from there and just be free with the flow and see whatever comes out. So it was that wanting to make something comedic and just test the water and see what it could bring. I hope you guys like it.
For me, I'm a pool boy. That's my summer job. I've been working pools for a long time. That's my boss right there taking a video of me. So, yeah, I was just inspired by real life and a lot of the people you run into on Long Island.
All right, so I know all of you guys personally, and I know this is not your first film. So maybe talk about something that this film taught you that you want to take further to your next films.
This film taught me to work with an intimacy coordinator. That was a very interesting experience, and I very much needed one for this film. So I definitely want to take it a little further with future projects after I do some light-hearted stuff, because this one was very serious. But hopefully when I start making features, cross my fingers, I can actually go further with working with an intimacy coordinator and intimate scenes, because I'm really fascinated by intimate scenes.
Relax, you will be making features. How do I want to take this further? With this film, I really try to build the world. It was all shot in Staten Island, so I'm from Staten Island. I love Staten Island. Staten Borough, but Blase. I wanted to really build the world. Every one of us are different as individuals. We're all different people, and I think that's what makes film. That's what makes us love film. These different characters. Who are they? You see Devin up there with the voice. That was a kind of character. It's very simple. When you're able to see what's happening in the world, who each person is, and you're able to either replicate or be able to add on top of that. I think that's what I want to build. Keep on building worlds that are a part of our world, but also a world that I envision as well.
So Derek's from Staten Island, the fifth borough, but I'm from South Long Island, the sixth borough of New York. Well, one thing that I really took from this experience making this film was I got to work with an ensemble of actors. My other films have really only been about one or two characters. So being able to direct different actors and realize that they're all, they all have their own different, ways and ways of working. So that was super fun, and I definitely want to keep working with more actors in the future. So yeah, shout out to Jason's here, Anthony's here, Paul, Marty, we got Michael, our Greg right there. And we got Will. Where's Brandon? There he is in the back. Everyone's in the back. Unfortunately, Dylan, our actor, who played Doug, the fourth of the main four was not here tonight. But yeah, you guys rocked it, and yeah, I'm excited to just keep making more movies.
some people standing in the hallway. If you guys want to circle in, there's some empty seats here. So if you guys want to find some seats, I feel bad that you're all the way out there. I want my friends to be close to you. Thank you. Okay. What's something in your movie that you feel like you're the most proud of? Like, what do you think came out the best in your opinion, or something that's even better than you anticipated? So, what would you say was something that stood out to you while you were making your film? You're excited.
I am. I love talking about the scene, Dave, like all the time. It's the scene with Joel and Christian in the hotel room. I in the first draft I edited it and I did not change a thing. Basically, what you saw on the screen was my first draft. Everything about that scene came out basically as perfect as I would want it to be, especially given the conditions of that motel. That was a crazy night for the people who were there. Nick Mateo, I know you're here. You were able to experience that night with me and the intimacy coordinator and my actors, and that was absolutely feral night. I don't think we left that motel until 1 a.m. And we had done an entire day of nothing but intimacy scenes. And we started at 8 a.m. So, but honestly, that hard work was so worth it with that scene because it came out just perfectly. And I love that scene. I rewatch that scene constantly.
So what's something that you're like most proud of, or like?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm for the actors are the most like everything. Everyone just played their role till T. Everyone just did their thing and brought something a little bit extra to the film. And then that's like my biggest thing is being, collectively just collaborating. Like, how can we make this film? I have a vision. How can we make this all together to make it the best film? So just collectively collaborating with the actors was my favorite part. I think that's always my favorite part. From before in pre-production where we're sitting down, I'm trying to get to know who you are as a person, and we're building the scenes together and then working through them. I think that's just the best part about the whole filmmaking process for me.
So with this film in particular, like one thing I'm very proud of out of all the scenes and stuff are the pool fall scenes. I think we shot in October, right, Michael? Yes, and Michael knows because it was very cold, I'm sure. But he was a champ, and we orchestrated it and rehearsed it up to the lead up each time before he falls in. So to make sure we only did it once. I didn't want him to have to fall in the pool multiple takes. But I think that we got what we needed in the takes that we have. The kind of bookends of the film, like the first time with the possum when he struggles into the pool, and then later at the end when he throws himself into the pool. So I'm really proud of both of those scenes, and I think they came out very, very well. And we shot like multi-cam to make sure that we got everything we needed. So that was good.
Great, so we have time for about one more question, and I think I just want to end it kind of like how I did last time. If there's one thing you think your film is saying to people, or if what you wanted your imposing message to be with your film.
I think the big thing for me is understanding. This day and age, it's very hard for queer people of all kinds to be understood by people who are not living that experience, and I think it's just important to have that conversation and make them feel seen and heard. And I think that's what the takeaway of the film is.
All right. The takeaway from the film, I struggle with this a little bit online because it's obviously a comedy, but there's a little serendipity to it, and it's also like based on like life and like going through your job. It feels pretty mundane. You kind of find like an escape, whatever it is, whatever your vice is. And I think it's like, do not let your vice weigh you down to the point where like you're lost in whatever you're doing. You're not able to, find yourself or do more with yourself. And in the beginning, he's playing the guitar because that's his passion, but we all have passions that we push aside because of work and things like that. So there's some of that in there. And it's also just, find a way to do it, find a way to get it done. And also love thy neighbor. There's people around who you may not see that are here to help you, or are trying to go out and chase their dreams, or, are struggling. So find a way to be a help, and that's where that verse came in as well. So
So Pool Boys for me, it's intended to be like a pilot, so I would like to make more. There's a lot more story to tell. But Pool Boys for me is the odyssey of like the working class hero, like the people that go out and do their best and keep a smile on their face, and at the end of the day, still get the shit end of the stick. So if anyone's worked a day in their life, you can relate to that. That's what the film's about, at its core. That's what Long Island's about, the working class people here on this island. That's the life they live. So, yeah.
Let's get another round of applause for qualified. All right, so that concludes our Q&A session. Please stick around. We have all the tables for all of our films. Stop by, talk to all of the directors, learn a little bit more about them and their films and their process. In the middle here,
running out of time. We're running out of time. I gotta go. Story live? Live. Looks live. Looks good. Are we alive? Oh, I don't know. Are we? Some riveting shit tonight. Well, kind of good movie. That test. Yeah, it's a camera operator behind there. Man, and Sean King. Best in the business. Probably in the middle name. That's my guy. He's acting like he knows what we're going. All right. So, what is there not to talk about? It's been the best one so far. The production value has been insane, quality insane, everything insane. And watching it, just I was blown away by it. Frankly, light concerns, lighting, scratch on the most of it, drink from you, you go to Brandon and who are you going to attach? You go to Brandon, you go to children. It's phenomenally large. Introduce yourself? Yeah. If this is your first time here, my name is Blaze, and I'm here. We conduct the interviews, it's really a little fun here. Beforehand, it was all the production stuff. Now there is no preparation, wasn't whatsoever. Other than nothing, one filter, this, and potentially a decent amount of vanity. So, apologize in advance more on my part than on his. Kids, cover your ears. Kids, cover your ears and your eyes. You don't know what's going to happen. The wild night tonight. Very wild. Oh my, see all the people here. It's honestly embarrassing. It's came from. It's oh my god. Most people we had right here, like almost 2 weeks back. Yes. God. I'm so upset at this life here. Okay. We're so sick. I was like there in the beginning, and then like everything's right, and then left I to get the look and threw up on the side of my car. And how was it night? Wasn't the same without him. I tried to hold him down, but no. Can't better than anybody else. Sharing energy. Energy kind of like just it's implied that it's not matched by anyone. I'll tell you right now, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. We're playing sports on highlights that you found. Brandon and scratch off walls. Yeah, I can listen to that actor. I forgot his name. Terrible age. And his voice in that was just incredible. It worked the character. You know what? Was scratching. So everyone was like very real. Oh my god! Like this was like it was so realistic. The intensity toward the end. I really thought he was gonna win, man. Segment for just top tier. Oh, and it's the best it's possible. Sometimes you just shit out of it all. Sometimes you don't win. Don't win even a little bit. You don't get that big role. I think that hurts more than music. It's like second place the work goes. So we're that close to win. Sometimes the universe has different plans for you. Sometimes they convey the messages differently, like in Superman. That they're playing things. I got it's a little fly. Yeah, so love that. Yeah, man. You got I'm working on a decent show. I mean, folks at home right now. Everybody who's here, saw movies in person, they're missing out on this. That's what you need is this. It's different time for all the actors. But they're missing what we're talking about right now. We're talking about some of the what's the really? Oh my god. How many viewers do we viewers right. There's so easy to chat as to where they can hear us or not. We just want to make sure. Even see the chat. Well, let me take off my glasses so I can see the chat. It's time.
Good, good. So earlier tonight, you already had the function more. Oh, my name is Blaze. Nice to meet you. So, I'm sorry, introduce her to the street. It's Catherine Quinn, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we did all the professional interviews now. It's time for the public stuff. It's done. Let's do it. But stuff. Though like editing that going shockingly I don't watch movies. Yeah, I know. But everybody feels it's good. It's our food out here. You're all these things. What are you coming together? Yes. Yes. Let's do this. Not fast. It's a mountain. Yes. Same place. They have like these stupid names. Appreciate this honor. Yeah, it's such an honor. This thing being again. It's feel from the other. It's on the same. It's like a shit. Really, like, one thing that I really like is light is like I don't like looking at different. I like red light or like red orange light when it's really I no more than basically like about like the lighting process, which I like music for to refuse and so so first kind of point things like it's kind of being like sort of better, so like it's just like something like that. Just based on lighting and it's super cool. So they are like so it was like it was like an extra. So where we are in the limits. Oh, I had a disaster. Then disasters that took place in this stuff. Yeah, I know anything. Yeah, well, it sounds like yeah, I'd love to hear it from you. So I have like so I like it's like I mean just things come on and you have to take one up. And then I was like, Kyle, like where are we at with music? And I'm not I'm not so many I just sent me a picture. I just got a melted computer in like music and how bad. And I was like, I'm supposed to be making some good ass music. But yeah, thank you. Such like a smooth shoot. You know, something had to go wrong with the and like, what's the thing? It's fine, also. That's great. Yeah, it looked. Thank you. Loved it. Now, one action one. I think. What's the name of that horse it is? Oh God, Barbie Callie Girl and Speaks, of course, game. Game. Yeah. Now we can all play. I don't know play when I get home. It came with the movie. It wasn't a separate game of games. Okay. So like you can find all of them. Let me just pull out my hey, hopefully it's not on fire. Charge it over there. Can I live stream it then? I thought you were yeah, no, what was the actual like what else did we do? Like the person like focus and been with us. This is my first time, like, reading like, I was really nervous, like, first. It's fun. It's just so, really, it's a thing. Like, I'll admit, so I was like, respond to it. The first thing they see, it's like, I think it's kind of like a makes sense about this script.
Of course, yeah, I think that's really. I really thought I thought it was cool and mistaken. I think everybody has a different view of it. I think that's funny. You know, you said it's only around you about you know, some people will find it satisfying. I don't think that's a bad. I think that's honestly something I'd like to see more. I love even though we unsatisfied. Sadly, sticks with me. I think I'm right now.
The end makes me always like
Yeah.
talk about what it's about. It's like that's a big place.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own interpretation. Exactly. There's so much.
Well, look, it was you talking to.
Thank you. So, thank you so much. All right. Let's chat from high testosterone cowboy shootout. It's almost straight out. Straight out.
Please. You got fast life insurance here. It was a great film. I really enjoyed it. So, you said that there were two events that inspired Sam Hansen. So, how did you exactly go? I think it was such a monetary need. Yeah, so you really thought about like the effect of the and just you know it's like and I think that seriously, I feel like literally having like two people come in and bring that energy to it's very doesn't have any of that ideas from just becoming in I use how these two people come in and feel creepies. Dark thoughts and still you think about it. Yeah, I really like that. Like it's usually like, oh, you deal with this when you're not in that storm, then it's not in your it's awesome. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I can say he's away from race. The what else? There's the pastor pharmacy. It's like it's not I'm gonna feel when like the end of hell or like just bring resorts and lots on the little created by those.
Yeah, this is really cool because so we have to record going into it on the script. We're just going to collaborate. Seeing this. For sure. Yeah, that's great. It's great. It's nuts. I actually stopped that was pretty extreme. Running a like disaster that went on, freaking making of so anything crazy, anything funny more at once. During the scene where Mary is being pulled by Ian, I feel like something that's where she not even seeing here, like really like breaking like we just see she breaks out of my ring and store into deep people. Throws me into the wall, bro, right here. I mean, he's okay. Very good. She got some props, but and also reference into the oh yeah, you know, it's such a scene. It's an intense scene, you know, partially on hold that outbreaker I had, and you're instantly from Since not playing for Javelin. It's like experiences a GP being in their shoes. Probably would have freaked out. Yeah, like the main actress is running towards me, like, oh god, this looks so good, like yeah, you just gotta say some shit at that point. Yeah, you know, just commit to it. Like, if this person knocks my ass over, they're down to me over.
Yeah, that you can bring up the fact that everybody else directing it. So those are like the same kind of song for sure. My I write something and I know somebody else you don't see it, but he said he wanted to right there. It's worth thought because the actress myself with the it's so good. Like even so each take it was pretty much the first piece of it. You know, No, it's that's what we wonder. But I think like since we had so much space, we're still going. Yeah, and the softer. They can get a lot of books in that hard with the directors, the most writing directors. I mean, it's the most overwhelming. But it's the final product. I gotta say, man, we got a great AD. Great AD too. You know, you always gotta. You're acting in it as a director. That's you. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I was kind of really, you know, like, thanks so much for coming over. I know we're tough today in this corner, so we're tough to find, but yes. Got anything to say about that one? Shout out Elysium Films. They brought this film to life. My own company is down any pictures, but Elysium Films brought their whole team in, and it was amazing. So, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me. All right. So, thank you, Lucifer. Feeling good. You know, how you doing, man? Pretty good. I think we need a guest. We'll put some animation in here. Friggin' it, oh, I'm so awesome. I'm so happy. You were great. Can't see for everybody. Can't see what's coming in the volumes. You right here. Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking at that. It's like, oh, maybe it runs. Oh, you're gonna go see Phoenix. Yeah, the meetings are looking fantastic. And I'm concerned about. Oh yeah, I'm also concerned about before there was 9. Anyway, what's each matter? Mackenzie, every time I see Nicole Holders, it's something new, and I love it. And I'm just, oh my god, the day I see the final product, I think I may waste some tears if I may try and see me. Yeah, December, doing it with my hands, frame by frame. So it takes a lot of time. I will say the storyboard is done by Carol. She's amazing. So literally, I have such a great base to work off of because she's absolutely amazing. So one thing I absolutely love about this is the character also doing the story. It's like fire water at the end. Yeah. So he just made a great outlet inspiration for all these characters. So like, it's just their hot projects. They're like, oh, I have to draw this person, or like, I have to create. Yeah, so like, how to papers. They went by different names to begin with, and I seem like silly goofy, overall the bandana. I think they do look. My mom is always like, "That's you." Yeah, I do see a bit of a resemblance. Little man. Little things. So tiny things. Little things. Yeah. And then Max. We went through a lot of different hair colors. First she was black, and then I was like, I can see it. So I went with her hair, but I always knew she's gonna be like a rare hybrid. But my character designer doing I sent pictures, like my drawings, and my character designer went in and she was able to really grab my ideas and put together. Really too long. So no, I can't say that enough because it's like a homey environment. You punch, you're not watching on these younger boys. Sorry, really fun. I love things. Denver. Oh really? Walked by her. Shout out Denver Comic Con. I walked by her booth and I immediately was like, "That's what I." That's exactly what that's when I was like, did you ever like consider maybe doing character rides for a pilot and like animation? And originally she said, no, she was right now. I'm just like I think I could have And the same kind of police, and then a few months later, she opened an admissions. And I was like, hey, we really like to design my drawing of my character. And then she was, she had time, and she was like, to work with me. And she did the poster. She helped me design rides, fire, villain up show.
All of the rides every time. When you're designing the drawing, they're great. Stay true.
But
It's one of those things. It's great.
but no, it's been so incredible so far.
Yeah, it's been incredible for all of us to see times. If you know the Magic personally.
It's taken a long time. Because I'm starting the idea of the pictures and the overall story of the show. I've had my brain since I was 3. Like I've always had this idea, but I really started writing it in 2020. So it's been 5 years to get to this point. People are like, oh, I want to happen right now.
Yeah.
Like when people work on their own things, they're like, I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Like this.
Like, yeah, it's going to take you a little time. All these going to be years.
Yeah. Lost so much. Animation is so expensive, and I am so incredibly lucky that work with amazing people. And incredibly willing to work with someone who hasn't done it.
Yeah.
So it's really great and super inspiring.
Oh, absolutely. If I'm a third person standing, it's just first.
There are so many stories so important to me, and I hope it's important to other people, especially with the diversity and inclusion in it.
Yes.
I want to make a show that I would have needed to take when I was from here. That's
why
creating in the first place is I never saw people like me in. So creating
yourself, and that's the best way to do it.
I'm super passionate about it, and I'm excited for everyone to see.
We're excited. Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie, one thing I do want to ask you is, so whatever voice acting, because especially with my film, I want to start voice acting, but the time constraints, the film is not here for us. But it's fun to read people.
It was a great film.
What's that?
So, I originally wanted to find a voice actor for Oliver. They were the first one that I really went out and looking for. And it's like one who I'm looking for. So I ended up voicing Oliver. For Pippin, she really just walked away. She just left. But
It's for your back.
She established security. I know. She reached out to me and was like, oh, I want to donate to your animation. So if you're finishing for anything, I was like, no. And I know her. I went to school with her, and I physically have to audition for it. I knew the way that she spoke and that she would just she gives Disney princess to be she walks around like she is a princess. She's so kind hearted, she fits in characters and fun. That I was like, send me a little demo that I knew. And I was able to bring her in and work with her in person to her to do stuff. And then the mushroom guys. Oh
my gosh.
I slightly mentioned it, and then send me some voice clips. Maybe a month later, out of the blue, he's walking around work, Snapchat, doing those noises for me. Okay, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to add actual voice lines for those other mushrooms, but I was like, will you just explode the voice? And I simply put and he synced it up himself.
But I'm like always looking. I'm casting for other people too. You know.
Yeah, I think I got some experience. I mean, I do have some acting experience. So you have voice acting.
There are so many characters in this show.
Yes.
So many people ask me mushrooms. My dad was
Awesome. No.
guys, we can all be mushrooms.
We're all mushroom guys.
And there are also other characters. There's
Yeah.
we're all
Say, I learned this all. I learned this in English. So easy. So soon. Yeah.
oh. They're behind the camera making mushroom noises. Brilliant. I love it.
It's awesome.
So love these mushrooms. So they looked a little different actually when I did them. I looked them and they I looked a lot like if you know the cryptid Fresno night crawlers.
I'm not familiar. No.
It's just like they look like a blob with two legs, and I put a blob with two legs, like a mushroom had them. Maybe I'll post them somewhere. My original mushroom designs.
Okay. Just want to say, if I'm in here next year, I'll wrap this jacket right here, and else you can.
We're all doing capes.
I'm gonna have to do a tape. I don't care how hot it is.
Here, you know. I feel like it's the brand.
It's the brand, and it looks awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. I've talked so much, but thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. All right. Do you need someone else?
If you don't mind grabbing somebody, is Brandon still here?
Derek?
Have you talked?
Yeah, Derek.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm there.
okay, awesome. I'm still there.
I'm doing
Thank you, Mackenzie. Mackenzie O'Connor. From the holders. Everybody. Nick, this is awesome. Oh my God, here he comes.
This is my tryout for being a mushroom in Beholders.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Derek Duffy from Scratch Off, ladies and gentlemen, a great film. Derek, every time you pop out with something, I love it. Oh, I love it. The first time I remember, we're gonna make it. I didn't see anything. It's nothing like that to showcase. So, like, I'm gonna love this. I saw it. It's like I was watching it in the movie theater, and I did the same thing. I was not disappointed. Dick, his performance, where you can get that voice from. That was always the ladies were like,
You're like, what is his voice? Not Devin's phenomenal. He's just a good actor. He's just like, he just loves the art form. So he's always imitating us. He's always taking in, trying to take what the world gives him. So we actually said with this character, we wanted to take chances, man. I was like, this character's quirky, you know, like spontaneous, really willing to get for him. And he said it the full way. We listened to something on the train, it's like a bus operator. He was like, yo, like, I heard this voice, and he said it to me, he was listening. Like, man, like, what the, what is this? What is this? And he just, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, sends it to me, he sends it, and I'm like, yo, like, I don't know. If you're completely negative for sound, like, you had like trying to project it as best as possible. But then he said he did his best to get it as best as possible. Gave him, I'm like, he says, voice, no voice. And in the midst, I'm looking at him. And in my head, like, we only have one try. It's like, once you go to voice, you can't turn back. Like, no voice. So I'm like, go with the voice. I knew it was going to bring me some type of like fear and anxiety. But sometimes it's what you need to make your best work because now you like have to execute everything else. So like, for me, that was really well. Devin just had that will, that drive to do it. It was rapping. You gotta rap from this, man. I don't know.
nobody told me I'm the biggest fan here.
So
You got scratch ups, like real one?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He said I'm full, so you got the medal of the movie, you got the winner all around.
The winner of everything. Jason. Nah, Jason's out. He also helped AC on the film too. But yeah, there were real sketches in there. There were some fake ones. The real one was obviously fake. But similar to this rap duel, I had a rap over there. Somebody, Kevin's mom won that sketch off. So that was pretty fun. It's honestly, the whole film is unique in the sense of like she's passionate. He has to play hotter. Then he had another check and he versus a Michigan. Yeah. So yeah, there was some real scratch offs. The owner of the store, who was a deli worker shot, he actually gave us a whole bunch of scratch offs.
That's awesome. He's awesome, man. Going into Kelly, what was it like working like kind of like these tight spaces? Example, like what was it from your perspective? What was it like working in this confined area that like you can really use the shelves or anything?
Yeah. Lucky enough, me and my assistant producer, my producer, like we went to the store before. We got to basically I shot this whole film like before. Majority of the film before, like previous the camera that I have, the lens I have. So let me see what it looked like. And I went to a smaller store, so I was like, "This is not a working smaller store. We need something semi-big," and that was good enough. It's just like we had rooms, we had depth. We had different ways to capture everything we need to capture. Some of like the things that were like, like you said, combined, like sometimes we were shooting like maybe like Shaw and then maybe shooting Devin and then you have the store in the background. Sometimes that would get tight. Like, maybe you want to move from you want to get closer to Devin. Like we were doing before, knowing what we wanted to see and how we were going to shoot was key because now we can get what we need and we can make up shots. So I don't know, we need this, we need this, we had that. And that's what really ended up happening. So that was how you are working that by saying, but luckily it was bigger than some of the other places I went to. But man, it's a coach though. The coach. Yeah, you try to find some different colors of lollipops. I really love it. They did a good job of just making sure everything was set, well with the camera, making sure the camera was in the right place. That I agree with that right there. Yeah, I think it was a beautiful movie.
What crazy shit happened? Like, what happened? It was like nuts. Like anything go wrong, anything crazy happen.
I don't think anything like went wrong, anything like crazy that happened in the sense of like on set. And I try to I say run a tight ship and try to make sure everybody's comfortable. But I'll say like one thing is like even more he was ACS and he was shooting on the side of the track and it was locked off. And like he shot everything he needed to shoot beforehand. And then like it's like police like public safety was on the hand or like came like rushed them off. Besides that, like we were really some good spaces where like we had a lot of control, like the deli had some good control, all the space he has some good control. And then like the outdoor scene was besides the train was probably basically shooting all the train to run around and actually people. Besides that, I think that was like really anything that was
Right, Derek. It was great having you, man. It was a pleasure.
Scratch off. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you all. Great film. Hey guys, how you feeling, man?
Good.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Gio.
Nice to meet you.
This gentleman, we have Gio. Nice to meet you. Oh, right.
Direct, yeah.
News. Awesome. Thank you for doing this. It's our number to stop. I got to
Thank you. Yeah.
man, this is so much stretch. You're excited.
So I'm going to Scotland, like, for this part of like college. So we have like this exchange program. So I'm going to be taking film stuff over there. But they also submitted a lady to some film stuff there. So like this huge cultural event, like working with the French. And mine playing there, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a sick way to kick off an adventure. But I'm also like moving out of my apartment in Brooklyn. There's some great. So I'm excited to move out to Dormy.
to move back to Jersey, to repack my stuff. It's like a lot.
It's fun. It's
Man's on the lead.
Yeah, it's too much.
And yeah, it seemed like in the film it's something like the aspects of struggle and living on your own and everything.
Yeah.
How's that been? I'm not sure when you shot it. I'm not sure. So how is that now? Are you feeling the moment? Is it getting better, getting worse, or is it just what it is?
In like, once you like hop an adult,
Oh, yeah.
you're like anything, it sucks at first, and then you get, you like learn how to deal with shit. So, overall, like, grown as a person, as a man, everything, so.
The thing that really stuck out to me was all like the jokes and like the aspects about it. Like they felt so natural, and like how so like about like writing that and street actor.
Like, when you say good jokes, do you mean like some of the kind of physical stuff? Or, like,
When she's like on the floor against the things and like start editing. Yeah, and then like when the airplane it's your phone.
yeah. So for like the joking jokes, like the dialogue kind of stuff, that just comes natural to me. Kind of, it's like I kind of write this in a serious way, and then like to be like the voice in the back of my head is like, it'd be funny if this happened, like kind of give into it. And then with the direction of the actual character, Thor played like super serious. Like we did this other event, and she goes, "Yeah, I didn't notice it." It's like, you gotta be really serious. I'm sure. I think it's kind of English humor.
I really like it stood out to me was some stuff. Fan, the shot with the door.
Yeah.
And inspired by I stopped at the window and I stole that shot. Man, it was as soon as I saw that, I was like, Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, it was 100% Scott Pilgrim. It's my favorite movie.
It's great.
There's a point of time my letterbox top four and all this kind of thing. Yeah. There's some shit. I didn't know.
Which was big right now, man.
Yeah. Right. 23, yeah. Watch Little Miss Sunshine. I'm like, oh, that's too good.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything, I've been asking, like, we find disasters happen. We're off something like the
Funny disaster? I don't know. Disasters? Yeah. Like,
talk about it.
yeah, I mean, going into the film, one of the biggest things I learned with this film is like how important the team is. The one team member involved, not on that punch, no, sorry.
Here, you might as well just.
So, it like wasn't good at, being a team member and collaborating work with everybody. Handling the task of her side to them. And it led to me having to like wear multiple hats and like feel like I'm one of those old cartoons where like there's people in the ceiling and one cup here and another there and the toes things up right now. It's like, well, I'm just doing so many things I shouldn't be doing. Gives you a nice bandwidth to like focus on what you really want to focus on. There was some but it's difficult for me. It was sort of challenge. And also, it's like, when you do this, you don't want to have to do this again. So, the next one, I'll think this out.
So it was good. It's down there for next time. I was doing, in the direction of, I think that's not helpful. Yeah, it's the character really. I'm sorry. I'm very full of things.
It's not a long day.
Yeah, very long day. But I was asking, at any point of your life, no matter how experienced you are in one thing, you're always going to be learning. It's going to be learning. It's not a thing you can't learn. It's never been done. So, yeah.
Yeah, you'll always take something from one thing, apply it to the next one, but to make sure something. That's hard too.
Exactly. Yeah.
then when you were doing your Q&A with Jada before, I really mentioned that the universe treats you like different ways. And I feel like that was like a really good point to hit on. In a way, like kind of how it's reflected with like when she sees the airplane and like what's in the flag. Oh, yeah, this film was like the whole like airplane theming and burnt she folds the paper into an airplane process before that. Always had like the beginning of like your writing process, or was that something that you do?
I don't know if I really remember. It's in the script, like this theme of like aviation and like everything was present for sure. Like I was like gonna use this as kind of like simple and um, and it was definitely present in even like the first draft. But I think I expanded upon it more as I like went into the process. I don't really remember how she went out or anything else. I started writing some fun subconscious to build the problems. Yeah, I really don't know, but it was definitely something I'm like, this is important. Like, feel this out.
There was a thought that he's supposed to watch the movie. You know, it was that deep, and I want to ask you, like, does she have like she powers? Like, is that only she can do that, or is it not that?
There's no superpower.
No, so everybody in that role could do that.
Or they like throw it.
Yeah, they're throwing airplanes.
Yeah, that was just my way of just like physically showing that like she's sending stuff.
$2,000 out the window.
It's real fun. Yeah. Just like a fun way to show. So that instead of just like having someone flick on out.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I just thought that was fun. And it was. I was able to help this one room. Ties into the aviation thing. Like even this booster, like the booster, I was like, all right, it's just like one entity, the flying thing. It's like it's a paper airplane and a bird's farm and like an airplane. They call it one thing. It's like a flight, called flighting and crossover. It's like someone that so finicky in their task and like avoid whatever, and that like a character like she starts doing a little of this and then she goes for a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Well, it's like hacking around. And those are the lessons from the thing. They just go do one thing, and that they work. You're talking, you're gonna it's not being right development. Check out Flight. It's on YouTube. Not yet. Yet be on YouTube soon. Yeah, we're gonna start at some point after the whole nine. But yeah, pleasure meeting you guys. Pleasure meeting you. So there he is. There he is. We can't see him. That's fine. It's Kevin, everybody. Here you go. You guys doing?
Long night, no?
Oh, it's been a long day here.
It's a little hot.
It's hot. Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
please stand by.
Well, he's already,
Oh yeah. Yep. Take it off. Take it off.
there we go. Now we're getting.
Yeah, you usually pay for this. I just want to let you know that now.
down too. But
You know,
what's that?
it's gone. How much to pop the second button on top?
Oh, maybe that.
99.
You got one for button.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got protection under there.
Sometimes you just really Sometimes you just
How'd you guys like the movie?
I love the films, bro.
Awesome.
Great selection of great film. So there's this one. I don't really get it. It's called Blue Boys. Yeah, from South Africa. I had a little trouble gathering like I had a feel about that. There's this guy I understand
There was.
and also, dude, I think this one dude from was on his way out, like having a knife and like grabbed my hand, was spat like a $10 bill.
Oh, that was it Peanuts? I didn't spend.
No, it was a $10 bill. Where for real? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a cool guy, man. Where did you find it? We're showing this.
All right, so what am I? You guys, what's going on?
That's exactly. That's exactly what's here. It's been a long day. Right. So tell me, what's the question like? With Here, I know you help organize the event, but still, like your body of work is being explained to most people.
Yeah.
Like,
It is anxiety inducing in a good way. Because you're gonna share your work, you're gonna see what you think about it. That's always like that's what you make it for. I make movies for this moment. And sometimes it takes a long time. It's maybe almost a year since we made for one. So getting to see it on the big screen was and it's a really good. But now that it's over and done with, I feel like I'm right ahead of it. It's better.
so too,
So too. It's not it. I mean, I have a little season like done. I got a full show. I know where it all goes. What I need to see is a point,
Like a center. Just put some money into it.
Maybe I'll win the lottery.
I just you want to
Take a breath now. I'll take one. I don't really even think romance, but this is a good tip for any filmmakers out there. When someone offers you something, you always say yes. It makes me feel heard and seen.
That's a Quaalude, by the way. Now it's gonna be now. He's got me. Kevin, it's fun saying. It's talking like drums. It's all. It's more like this film's pretty much like a comedy mockumentary. So it's like The Office. You can get inspiration from The Office or any other.
Yeah, if I was The Office is honestly huge. I think it's huge culture, reference. Everyone is, to some degree influenced by that. More so Parks and Rec. With mine, growing up, I look at that. If you think about Will, I think about Aubrey Plaza's character in the first season of that show. It's in vain.
Yeah, it's good.
So, for writing these shirts, I watched the videos on each of the shows. But my head in the green. It's
Possible. Do you have anything to share, like any fans for some hackathons? Anything? Camera guy falls in the fucking pool, like.
yeah, there's one thing. I'm not too proud of it.
You don't have to talk about it, but.
Oh no, there was hiccups on the set. One day I lost my temper. Not on any of our crew or any of our cast, but on some hoodlums in the neighborhood. Some havoc. Maybe that. I'm not. This is the thing. There's nothing in this world that makes me so happy except for making films. So if you get in the way of that, if you get in the way of me making films, we turn to a picture,
It's getting in the way of Kevin's breath right there. Like the creature that was
like critter.
the critter that was fat. A $10 bill in my hand. What's going on with that? If you're not pressing it and it's a problem.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's clearly it's kicking in.
It's kicking in. Yo, I gotta say, man, I'm fucking stoned right now. You know how many Kevins I'm talking to right now?
3 or more. 7, 10, 11.
Negative Kevin 11. It's nuts. So you're like just this whole sphere in that.
So Blaze was my movie. I watched his carcass in. What do you like?
Man, hold on. How is it like working? Oh, it's fucking local environment. What's the shit on the car?
What was that scripted?
So that's scripture.
Workshops all the taste. Workshops.
You walked in for a call. I picked up coffee at 7-Eleven, and I was like, speaking of the talking my call, we said, yeah. Just walking on the set and like, I'm here for a coffee at the car.
He was on one that morning. He was definitely
I was in Red Film that day. Yeah.
he was good, man. He was good. You got that. My favorite thing is the shot when the window first comes down and he puts grimy ass hands in the window.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In my garden, like that's all right. I'm not pulling out though. People would press you like that.
You're old guy, bro. We got no hair here, only hair. Your bald spot back there. I put us on ball sack in the car. Well, fucking that shit.
That's Long Island. That's Long Island.
It's nuts. Yep. Now, how much of this was like scripted comedy and what was it just it's all fun because I feel like this is all a lot of like their personality.
Yeah, it's honestly, believe it or not, it's probably 95% scripted. Like 5% just having fun. That being said, the characters themselves came to life once I had these actors and once they were doing their thing. I mean, right, the character of Will, especially our friend Brandon. Brandon. That isn't even too much. Like, you know, like, I went to go give the guy a hug and he only give like full hug. Like, it's alright. It's just who he is. So that was comedy. Our guy who played Greg, Michael, phenomenal actor. He showed up and he was ready and he just took it in ran. And I don't know, it was inspiring to see the characters come to life and then want to just okay, how can we add a little extra zest like to make it even better? But that was always the question. But the scenes themselves, all the circumstances are already really predetermined for the most part. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was just an awesome ride. You know, when I'm going through my writing process with this, it's great to see you like, you know, and
Yeah, Blaze in my life for a while. We used to be in a screenwriting class together, so he's all my shit from the beginning. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they're best forever.
But Blaze is a phenomenal writer himself. I think, you know, in the future, when I have money to make more Playboy, you're going to be on my writing team. Because Blaze has a sick way of making me, you know, take things up to a 10, you know?
Oh, yes. Yeah. They know. They know. Now, look at that. We went up 2 viewers, and I told you that I got put this sack in a window.
Does that have to do with the button? Does that have to do with this button on them?
I put mine back up, and the viewers came back. So,
all right, I'm buttoned in now. We were going button for free.
Yeah, now, Kevin. Other eggs. Most important question.
My shoes broke earlier, and I now
Wait,
slip.
wait, hold on. Let's get the broken shit
Is it on the floor there? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, let's just
I'll take it. Listen, guys, this is my Italian leather. This is good quality Italian leather.
glue that shit too.
Yo, better next to you, fucking velvet shoe. Who talks like that?
Yeah. And Nick's gonna voice it, bro. You saw it voice act.
So like, you guys should come here next year.
Yo, if the viewers go up, you know someone's into feet. That's actually.
But Kevin, I gotta ask, did you get wet during the filming of this?
I said dry as hell. I had a whole crew and they were getting wet. I said dry. You know?
Stay dry with your umbrella.
Yeah. No. One day it was raining actually. We all know. That's the end. But in terms of going in the pool, no. Like I said in the little, interview earlier, like we planned it so that he only had to do the pool falls once. He only fell in the pool 8 times once. You know, because obviously there were circumstances. It was cold. It was October. It's going in the water. But he was a champ. But we would rehearse it up until the point where he would go. Like so, like we lead up, cut, and then all right, this is the one we're doing. You know,
It's not too far up from the summer, but that pool was relatively clean. Did you guys really clean that pool up?
I cleaned the pool.
Yeah.
Prior to filming, I cleaned the pool.
Yeah. You gotta.
I said, listen, I was
Real like cool boy over here. Dead of October, cleaning the goddamn.
Listen, there was, I was filming at a bunch of friends' pools and so like I had no money to give them. I said, I'll clean the pool.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Bring all your get ready.
I mean, all the equipment, like that's the fun thing too is, again, making this, I had access to all the real equipment from my friend's company. So we were able to just do the real thing. Well,
It's tough on money, there's still money well saved there.
dude, this film was made for so little money. And I think people can do so much with little money. You have to work on favors and friendships and all these other things, but you don't need money. Now I need money because time. I can do bigger and better things. I need some coin, but I'm able to do great things with nothing. So we're all able to do great things with nothing. That's what independent filmmaking is about.
We love it. What we do. We live and breathe it here. Maybe putting it up our nose too.
I've been thinking, hear me out on this idea. What do you guys think? The next film I make,
All jokes.
next film I make, we should live stream the production.
I think that'd be really interesting.
Have someone on set with a camera filming while we're making.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
You guys like to see that? Oh, wow. No, watching yes, so be like that would be lovely.
2 or 4 viewers think about that. Well, maybe next time,
Here's the thing though, it stays.
Yeah, you leaving?
Yeah.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting to go ahead then. Yeah, time is almost up here. Is there anything else we can go on? I think you're great. Fantastic, man. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, yes. Anything. First and foremost, I like to, yeah, I was gonna, I don't know, I was gonna do a bit, but then there's no room for a bit. Really. I'd like to thank all our friends and stuff that made this possible. These guys, the whole team. Me, Derek, Jada, Nick, Gabriel, Aiden, all the filmmakers who came and showed their films. Takes guts. But it's an energizing thing to take on. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing.
I have a present for you for parting gift, if you will.
He has a parting gift for me. Look at what is it? Oh my god, it's my shoe that's already been broken.
Oh, I heard a little crack when you did that.
Italian leather.
You know what though?
I'll figure it out.
I'm looking at the stitching.
No, it's like glue. So
Yeah, oh, that's glue, and then those staples. You take one shoe out, it'll take care.
Why do you think I've been wearing Birks this whole time? In shoes. I have nice shoes. These laughing at me. It's very hard. I think it's good night, no? Close this out, boys.
I think we have.
Oh, is there someone else?
Do we have one?
What do you need? What do you need?
We need Aiden.
Aiden! So, did you sit here? Quickly. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Here's Aiden.
Now, Aiden, what movie was directed?
I directed all things Bohemian. No, I did Lavender. I wrote, directed, and did everything for Lavender. Really, almost everything. My cinematographer, everyone. My cinematographer. Yeah, still this year, actually. I got pretty good with film.
Well, we've been running around with a lot of unserious tones tonight, but the tone of your film is very serious. Is there anything unserious that you can share with us?
Everything else, like behind the scenes, it was very funny. Like the motel, when we were filming that motel scene, really everything at the motel was funny. And there were people blasting music next to us. It's in a very, very city area. It was in the middle of the night, and the motel room was like $80.
You listen to a whole new world when you're in motel for a night. I'll tell you that now from experience.
Oh yeah, I think we outshined them with how we rattled that headboard.
Oh, now we're arguing. We're arguing across
Yes, it was that was wild. Our crew was like dropping left and right, and it was just me, you, our cast, and our intimacy coordinator, and it was. We were losing our minds. We were losing our minds.
Like, is it a very serious thing, or like it sounded like you had this sunset. Like, I just wanna dive into it.
It's interesting.
Be back.
Really, the point of an intimacy coordinator is to just establish, comfortability between your actors, because we're going to be doing a lot of really intimate stuff on screen. So it is generally very lighthearted. Okay. While also maintaining a tone of seriousness. It is. Yeah, the tone of professionalism is what it is. It's so important to keep it lighthearted. You gotta keep your actors and your intimacy coordinator in a good mood, because if you're not in a good mood, it suffers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, working with an intimacy coordinator, that was fun. Like ideas and also making fake we had to make it photo mask.
What did you use? What did you hear?
Here. Give the recipe. It's so real.
I'll give you one. It's actually, starch. I knew it was starch. Coconut oil.
Yeah.
And the thing that made it taste good was what's it called? glycerin, which is just sugar, just vegetable glycerin that you get at Michael's. It's sweet and it actually tasted just like sugar.
Yes, really. Yes, folks. It was technically edible.
It was food grade. Food grade.
FDA approved, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We had FDA approved season on set. This is why I love MoonGroove. And this is why I love this part, because we can say that.
That's the end of the show. We could say it now.
Hey, you know, it's the end of the show. Our 4 people who stayed, the one person that came back in after I buttoned my shirt back up, I'm still kind of mad at you, but thanks for coming. You leaving?
Jason.
Yeah, come say hello now, but I hate to throw a moment away, but it's inside of anybody. Yep. Have a seat. Have a seat. My baby boy.
Hey, you were in Pole Boys.
Yeah, no, that was me. I'm that guy. How you doing? Really nice to meet you. Always nice to meet a fan.
Yeah, you know, you had a magnificent role. Yeah, Simon's here.
Can we trade Casios?
Yeah, so they both have Casios. They both shop at Suki's, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I got this on Amazon.
No, I got this on Amazon too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, we're wrapping up. We're going toward the end of the show. It's scalding hot, man.
it is, and I'm not making it any better with this.
All right,
I
yeah.
apologize, but yeah.
Did you pay for it?
Well, how are you?
Number 3?
Good. Little hot.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, me too. Also, I should have the kiss.
I should probably go too. I'm on no sleep.
Bye.
Amazing work.
And you did a great job in Florida Voice. You made a great fake manga. Great fake manga guy.
He's a manga.
No, guy. That's one screenshot that.
This is collateral, bro. He's coming down with me.
Sure, you're wearing a hat.
That's incriminating.
No, scandalous. Anyway, let's go back to Aiden because he get kicked off the site. So Aiden, I wanted to ask you. Not like I don't know any of this. What was it like casting for like Absolute Nightmare?
Oh, we're about to ask all these questions, man. That's a great fucking question.
Yeah, it's very hard to find a very specific group of people who are going to do us very good for very little money. And I somehow found my lead guy just on pure chance. On absolute accident, he was about to cancel his backstage subscription before I found him. And he was 100% willing to do everything that I asked him. And I could not have asked for a better lead. Yeah. Everyone else, casting them was honestly very easy.
That's great. What about casting a dude in the woods that was sucking on some
He did that for free. I did not pay him anything. He was more than willing to do it for free, for pennies, not even pennies. He did it for free. He didn't even touch the donuts I have in the back of my car.
Wow.
Yeah, he just
It's a man who loves that craft. I gotta respect that. I gotta respect that.
got to work. Yeah,
Amazing.
Oh yeah, you got into set.
we did that like what 5 times. We take something out, and we had to like sanitize his toe every time and reset every time.
For not have to taste horrible, did you at least like throw a little like flavor?
A little bit of baking grease over it. We did. Yeah, we did it.
We didn't. He did that shit wrong. He did that
raw dog that shit. I love that. That shows you how willing actors can be for you and how how lucky you are to be a filmmaker and find such good people. You know, so it really does all come full circle with that, and it's amazing. But we can go ahead and go. Is there anything you want to ask like or say about Aiden?
You know what? I figured I'd take a place. I know there's so many things to this. Yeah, something that
It's a disaster.
that happened on set. Well, Nick, as you know, we had a we had a location just like this out. We got permission from a specific someone that I used to work there. We should pull up the day of, and I find out that she quit or got fired. So we got like dubious consent to kind of film there, but it was kind of already a bit of a mess. Because all the decorations were St. Patrick's, and this was taking place in like what is it, October. That's not true. It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, my brain hurts. So yeah, I had to delay that scene, and we ended up just deleting the scene after we filmed it, and until instead of challenging. So I thought again. I have it on my sheet, which no one purchased. And
I have some cash on me. I got one right
yeah,
now.
that was a bit of a nightmare. Vanished, and now he's gonna.
That's the fun. I know, like, the good thing is, like, this is going to be posted afterwards. There's going to be links in the description. You know, so I would never, and you're in a festival, it's all correct?
Yeah.
Amazing, dude. So there's more and more opportunity.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see where this takes me. I hope it takes me decently far.
Fun if you, because that's a very intense process.
So I do not want to take breaks. I just want to be working if possible, so long as other people allow me to.
He's not giving me a break.
And hopefully a lot more lighthearted, more lighthearted stuff. Because yes, this was pretty serious, so I kind of want to explore a different side of things because this is pretty dark, and I just kind of want to go a little light on the next one.
That's always great. You know, like contrast, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh yeah. That's my goal. Just do whatever I want.
That's what you're gonna do. Hey, it was a pleasure having you.
Pleasure seeing you.
Yeah, you work on that in the future. But we'll go through it. I got the business schedule for running by.
Thank you. And Nick, I know this.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna walk away. Oh, that would have been
So yeah, I'm going to expect that. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. No one can have him.
yeah.
You're scaring away all the toys.
Oh my god. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's all our 4 viewers.
Wait, hold on. Is that
54 viewers overall? I'm looking at the upside here, Paul. Like, you know,
Always look at the positives.
look, we have had some, I think, really fun interviews, you know, for what this is, and I hope to do more. And, you know, can I get a desk next year? I'd like a desk.
Yes.
A desk.
It's like a microphone podcast.
No, I'm not one of those guys.
More like how like Conan has it,
Okay.
or like Jimmy Fallon, you know.
Just a little charity cleaning. Sorry, someone's getting sprayed over there. It really grabbed my
He
attention.
grabbed mine too.
But look, we've done some degenerate shit tonight, and I just want to say, it's been a pleasure doing this.
We'll see. I'm sure.
Last year for a little bit, the year before that, and I know Nick agrees with me.
Honestly, a little tired.
Yeah,
You're a little tired. I'm a little tired as well.
I want to go see if Kevin has any more updates.
Kevin's holding over right now from that piece of candy I gave him. I think the dose was a little too strong. We're gonna have to go check on him. But
You gave me one of those goodies. So
no actual drug use is part of this, by the way. I just yeah.
also a shout out to my grandma. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we leave?
I'm gonna close your curtain.
No, don't do it. I just want to say it's been a pleasure working with everyone here. Blaze, Jada, Kevin, Kenzie,
To next year.
Derek, all the directors that were here. You know, why are you guys laughing?
I think you could like so clip this.
Oh, we went up. We went up. We gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it going. We went up another viewer. All right.
But
We're ending right now. Our one
Yeah.
viewer. Love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely night.
me.
Our friend says like
I don't have much to say. I'm just happy to be here.
awesome.
And I didn't do anything here tonight.
like I wasn't on the schedule at all. But great seeing you, bro. What I do need to say is this man did a phenomenal job shooting that film. I was blown away by this. And the grade, I don't know who graded it, but the grade on it also looks so good. I was gonna talk. You're welcome. Oh my god, amazing! Great shit. And the shot, I like the way it was. I loved it.
You could jump real quick.
I'm sorry. I just went. Okay, sorry. I just needed to.
I'm gonna close.
Have a good night. You too. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.
I'm done.